the trial. Without it, like Peter, the church does this. We don't realize while we are baking our fingers over the fire, baking our fingers, cooking our identity off, right? He was trying to cook his identity off. But he wanted Jesus to know. He didn't want any relationship to Jesus. That's why he told them, he said, I do not know the man. I do not know the man. I'm telling you, the picture of Peter roasting his fingertips over the fire is a picture of exactly what he was going to do. It pointed exactly to what he was going to do. He was getting rid of his identity. I do not know the man. I do not know the man. Roasting his fingers. His intent mentally was to be there when Jesus came out to show, check this out. I did not run away from you. I did not walk out on you. But then as Jesus walked out here, we hear the cock crowing. And then Jesus turned and looked him dead in his eyes. And he realized, you were so busy trying to prove your point to me. Have you ever done that? You were so busy trying to prove your point to me that you ended up missing the point. And in you missing the point behind the why I said that, not the when, you're focused on the cock crowing. And so you missed the when, right? And the why, basically. You missed it all. You missed it all. You missed all of it. That you're so focused on the cock crowing. You're so focused on the win of it. You're so focused on getting wind of it. You're so focused on winning the situation, winning this argument. We do it, don't we? You're in married couples, you do it. You want to win the argument against your husband. You want to win the argument against your wife. It's an against thing. You have outgrown, right, the stage of puberty, right? You're no longer in the stage of puberty. Grow up. He was there to prove to Jesus, I did not deny you. Aha! While he was waiting for his opportunity to prove, he realized, I lost this fight. Are you based on what you are trying to prove to me? I'm not listening. I promise. Are you losing this fight based on what you're trying to prove to the church? They're not listening. Are you? I thought about it. The person that I didn't have an issue with, they had an issue with me. And in them having their issue, 3 weeks was lost. Was it worth it? I mean, 3 weeks of us being friends went down the drain because you have problems. You had a problem with me and I didn't do anything to you. Therefore, I know that you have mental problems. You need Jesus, right? You got issues. Isms, schisms, all of that. You got issues. So what we do is we make up a story in our head. I feel that. I could feel it. But it goes to show. We make up a story in our head, then we tell ourselves it's true. We believe it, and I came into church and it was just like, what happened? I never bothered to ask. I just said, and I kept going. I'm a queen. I don't answer to stupidity. I just don't answer things that are beneath me. I can't. Why? Because you are queen. You are king. There's so much around you. If you are royalty, everything around you is beneath you. The enemy is always presenting you with things that are beneath you. And what he wants to do is get you trapped. He wants to get you trapped in getting wrapped up in conversation with a 15-year-old. Or in conversation like you are 15-year-old. And yet, come on. I'm 44. I got over the 15-year-old stuff when I was 12. Trying to know he who is light in the darkness while we are in the darkness, because the wilderness just comes. There's one thing that's fixed here, right? There's something that's variable, right? But there's one thing that's fixed here. What's fixed is wilderness. What's fixed is what God needs to do with your life. The variable thing, the thing that can change, right, is how I take it, how I approach it, how I learn how to praise God, how I treat God, how I speak Jesus, how He does what He wants to do in my life, how He brings cupcakes out of it, how I cast for the cupcakes of it. There's a beat of that cupcake will be, and you know that thing will be better for the good than that. Love God and all the call, the course, his purpose. But the frosting on top of that cupcake is the blessings of the Lord. Making the rich, and that is no sorrow to it. If I'm being blessed, whether I'm in the wilderness or outside of it, I know it. I know when God appears. I know when it appears as the enemy, and I know when it's really God that's doing things for me. I don't look at false evidence as it appears real. I see evidence because I know faith. And faith is the only thing that brings about true evidence. You think they God knows what evidence looks like? They have no idea. False evidence appearing real. False evidence